Hi, 402. I am so excited about this week's learning activity bundle. It's going to be super fun. It's totally different than what we've been doing. And I got so excited, I decided to change what my slideshow looked like this week. So let's get started. Before we jump to our first page day's worth of work, I wanted to remind you that this is your last week to take your distant learning survey. It's for third, fourth, and fifth grade students to help us understand what worked well while you were learning at home and maybe what you didn't like so much. So if we have to continue something like this in the future, we know how to fix it and make it better. There's two ways you can access the survey. The first way is on the envelope that your learning bundle was placed inside last week when you came and saw me at the school. I have a sticker on the front, and on that sticker, I circled it to make sure that you saw it, and I have a web address there with how you can find the survey online. If you don't want to type that long address in, you can also click down below in the comments section, and I will have a link of the survey there for you. If you've already taken it, thumbs up. Thank you so much. If you haven't yet, please do so before this week is over. Now, for the cardboard challenge, this is it. This is your lesson plan for an entire week. It only takes up one page and it only has two big chunks, the cardboard challenge and PE. And the PE section is only suggestions. You can just go outside and play if you want. So let's go ahead and see what you're going to be doing every single day. You'll notice it's only 4 days because Monday was a holiday with Memorial Day, and I'm not going to give you any work on a holiday. We wouldn't have had school anyway. So let's see what you will start doing on Tuesday. Now, these next few slides that have a blue background are all of the things that you're going to be doing on Tuesday. In the stapled packet that was inside of your envelope, you will see all of the pages I will be talking about today. It begins with a picture of this boy. His name is Cain. At the top of the page, you see his name written. It's spelled a little differently. It has an A-I vowel team in it with a long A sound. So you say his name like this, Cain. Now, Cain built an arcade. An arcade is usually one of those places you go to like Adventure Park or Chuck E. Cheese, where it has all those video games inside and you can earn tickets or you win a prize by playing all of those games. Well, Cain built something like that, but in this picture, I don't see a lot of video games. I see a lot of cardboard. I wonder what he made with all that cardboard and why they called it an arcade. So you'll begin by reading this little tiny sentence here about Cain to kind of give you an idea of where we're headed for this week. Now below it, you'll see this map and 3 questions next to it. You're going to answer these 3 questions about the map. Pay close attention to the sentence that's written just above the map. It says, where does Cain live? He lives in California, East Los Angeles. Now, Los Angeles is a really huge city. I'm sure you know that. And so people just don't always say, I live in Los Angeles. Sometimes they'll tell you which part of Los Angeles they live in. East Los Angeles is an area that's older. It has a lot of businesses. It's not a very pretty place, a lot of concrete, older buildings, kind of more of a dangerous place to live. This is where Cain lives. He's about your age and he lives there with his family. So you can kind of begin to get an idea of where he lives. Now, with that information, knowing he lives in California, just like you're going to answer these 3 questions that you see here on the screen. You'll also need a red crayon or color pencil, even a marker, a blue one, and a green one to also answer these 3 questions. That's the second thing you're going to do on Tuesday. The last thing that you're going to do on Tuesday is you're going to read this page and answer the questions underneath. Now, the question or the reading has a title called Backstory. You might say, what's a backstory? A backstory is just information an author wants to give you before you jump to the next thing. Like, I know in a lot of the Avenger movies, Marvel sometimes has backstories. They have things that have happened to the characters in the movies that if you know those things that happened to them, it helps you understand the movies better. I know that there's a backstory to why Iron Man invented his Iron Man suit and became Iron Man. It may not be in the movie, but if you get a chance to read it in one of the comic books or a Marvel website, you understand Iron Man better. Well, today you're going to read this backstory about Cain, and it'll help you understand better a video I'm going to have you watch tomorrow about Cain. Now, on this page, you'll see 4 questions that I want you to answer after you've read this backstory. And I also have some vocabulary words in a box at the top of the page. You might want to look over those before you read the paragraphs to make sure it all makes sense. That's what you have in store for you on Tuesday. Now, when you're done with this, you might need to start thinking about, do I have cardboard boxes at my house? If you don't, start looking for them. They can be small, they can be big. If you know somebody in your family that has cardboard boxes or packages being delivered, ask them to start saving them for you. I know at my house, we've been getting cardboard boxes sometimes when we pick up our school lunches at the schools. If you get cardboard from there, save them this week. If not, you can also use things around your house that maybe you would throw into the recycle bin, like a big jug that used to have milk in it, or a jug that might used to have juice in it. Or maybe you have a cereal box. That could be a box that you could use too. So if you don't have enough cardboard, I'll kind of expand it to other things in your house that you might need to recycle or put into the trash, things that you don't have a purpose for. But you don't need to buy anything to do this project this week. Now on Wednesday, you're going to be moving on and watching a video about Cain. It's on YouTube. Now I have the link also listed below in the comments on how you can find Cain's video. If the link doesn't work, or if you don't have time to click below, I also explain in step number 3 how you can search for the video. If you just type in the words Cain's Arcade, you are looking for a video by a man named Nirvan Mullick. The video is 10 minutes and 58 seconds long. If you find that one in your search, you have found the right video for Cain. It's a couple different ways to find it. So on Wednesday, your first job is to watch a video. When you're done, you're going to answer these 4 questions about the video. There's some interesting things that happened to Cain. So I want to make sure you answer these questions to make sure you were really paying attention to some things that happened in his life. When you're done, I have 3 math problems that I want you to solve that are kind of about Cain. I don't know if they're true. I kind of just made some problems up, but they are based on the information or on some of the information that you saw in the video. You'll hear something about fun passes. I have a math problem in there about fun passes. So you'll need to watch the video for the problems to make sense. And that's it for Wednesday. You're just doing these 2 things. Pretty easy, I think. Now on Thursday, now it's time for your imagination to start working. On this page where it says your turn, you're now going to start thinking about, what do you want to build with cardboard or whatever materials you have in your house? Now, this picture page that I have right here is on the back side of the Your Turn page. It'll give you some ideas, maybe some inspiration on different things that you can build. But they're not the only things that you can build. I know that you guys thought of some amazing ways to build Native American houses last week. So don't just stick to this page. Think of anything. I would love to see what your creations are. Now on this page for today, you're just going to finish it by drawing a sketch of your idea. And here's a hint. The more detail you put on your sketch, the easier it will be when you start building next week. So don't rush through this page. It's going to be a page you're going to look at quite a bit. You'll also have 3 more math problems on, what would this be? On Thursday, 3 more math problems. So you need to do these 3, and we'll be talking about it probably when I call you this next week. Finally, on Friday, it's a creative day. Now, in the movie, you're going to hear about someone who kind of made a poem or a song about Cain. And I want to challenge you to do the same thing. You're going to make a poem. Now, the song in the movie was with the letters that was in Cain's name. You're going to make a poem with the letters that are in your name. So you'll get a piece of paper, or actually this piece of paper, and you're going to write your name going down along the edge of the paper like this, not side to side, but from top to bottom. And for every letter in your name, you will think of a word that begins with that letter. And that word needs to have something to do with what your idea is going to be. Those we're going to share on our Monday Zoom meeting. So do a good job with it. When you're done, I would love it if you could share it on Seesaw. If you have access to Clever, you can record yourself reading your poem by either taking a video, which would be awesome, or you can just use the microphone and record your voice. I would love to see the videos though. I miss seeing your faces. When you're done, you can choose to go to the t-shirt design page. That's where I want you to make a t-shirt kind of advertising what your thing is that you're making. Maybe you're going to show me the slogan or have a catchy phrase as to why people would want to buy it. Something that would advertise. Like when I think about, I don't know, McDonald's. Sometimes people wear shirts about McDonald's to get you thinking about, oh, I want to go buy something at McDonald's. Think about that. What would you want your t-shirt to look like? I have a picture of the t-shirt for the front and the back. You'll also share this on Monday's Zoom meeting. And that's it. That's what we have for Friday. So Zoom meetings are now being moved to Mondays. So Monday, June 1st, I will be checking in with you guys. I would love to have people share their poems, share their t-shirt designs. It'll be a really fun time. If you are not on my Remind app, where I usually send my Zoom links, shoot me a text and I'll send you the link for the Zoom meeting on Monday so you can get connected. That's it for this week, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.